Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name is Nick and today guys we're going to be jumping down into the world of Bitcoin, taking a look at the most recent price action and what we would expect to happen next. Now as I get into the video, if you find it useful and informative, smash that like button, I really do appreciate that. If you are new to the channel, then why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all the notifications, and in doing so you will be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. If you haven't yet joined us in Discord, why not check it out, linked in the description down below. It's a fantastic community talking crypto 24/7. It's completely free and it is the first place that we go to notify you of everything that is going on in the crypto space. So why not keep a finger on the pulse of crypto by joining us down in Discord. Let's go right into this one and keep it nice and brief and to the point. So here we have the kind of videos and things, thumbnails that we've been doing on the channel. So I like to put them onto a chart just so we can kind of relate to where price action has been since I put the videos out. Now the thumbnails are not always a true representation of what the content is about. It's designed to capture new people's attention and all that kind of stuff. It is to point or on point, but it is obviously important that you actually watch the videos and not just look at the thumbnail and make a conclusion, because sometimes I say bullish times are over on a video with a question mark. It's a question, doesn't necessarily mean that I'm bearish at that particular point in time. It doesn't necessarily mean I'm bullish in that particular time either. It's important that you actually watch the video to understand exactly what's going on there. Such as also Bitcoin must hold this key level, which obviously it didn't because the price came down and so forth. So what we're going to do is we're going to add another line in here and we'll add another arrow. And we'll do today's video and we'll put it in here and we'll hold myself accountable to all the various different things that we say and talk about. So let's go ahead and jump down into, well, we'll have a look at smart money, but we're going to start off with Elliott wave, okay? Now, Elliott wave theory is still in its 5-wave structured move to the downside. As I was talking about yesterday, we could see that we were getting rejected on the 50 EMA, but we had the ability, specifically with the bullish movement that we were seeing, specifically on Sundays, where we usually find that bulls tried to push for a good, strong weekly close, that the 200 EMA was an area of interest for us. And, well, yeah, we could see that we were pushing up towards our 200 EMA, okay, and we can kind of see that right in here as well, okay, so we know that this is something that we've been talking about and it has actually occurred, okay, so we can see that we pushed up towards our 200 EMA, we actually closed above it, and we're trying to test this thing. I don't think we're going to hold the 200 EMA at this particular point in time. Something else that I was talking about yesterday was the higher that you push now, the lower that your fifth wave is going to go. And that's actually a positive because yesterday our target range was 25,075 to 25,527. Yet we're looking to hit this low down here at 24,864. So let's go ahead and see what is going on with our structures at the moment. Okay, so I'm going to take this movement right in here, and I'm going to move it over to here. Oh, let me see if I can get it. Over to here. And you can see that we're almost on that 1-to-1. At the moment, we're kind of just getting rejected on the 786. Minimum expectations of the 3-wave structure has already been met. In here, I believe, is a flat correction right in there. So we're going to just mark that up just so people are aware of why I didn't take the high. It'll be that. And that looks like our wave 4 could potentially be complete. Okay, as I said yesterday, our only way to break out of this structure is to go up higher than $28,300. Okay, so we have to go up higher than this level if we don't want to go down into the 5th wave. Okay, now measuring our 5th wave distance as it stands at the moment, now looks like we have a target range down here between 1.236 and 1.618. And that basically is 24,792 to 25,417. And you'll notice that that now crosses our 1.618. Okay, the higher that the wave 4 goes, the easier it's going to be for us to hit this wave 5 low point. Unless, of course, it invalidates and goes higher than $28,300. Okay, and that's as per our structure here. And again, this structure is not amazingly brilliant. I'm not overly fond of what is happening right here in the middle. But that being said, it's looking pretty good at the moment. Okay, so if we cross this level, then we'll reassess it. That's 28,300. Otherwise, for now, my expectations are that we got to come down into these low ranges. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and remove our fibs, and then we have a nice new target range, which is basically going to trigger out this this little structure in here for a wave 3 positioning, wave 3 being that 1.618. And what I mean by that is that we have a nest here. So we have a wave 1, wave 2, all of this will be our wave 3. We'll come up again for a wave 4. and then we'll come down one more time into a wave 3. That's a wave 5, which will finish this wave 3 off. And this wave 3 is, I think, on my daily chart tagged up. Yeah, right here, 23,937. Okay, so that's kind of the area that you're looking for in that one. And then we'll have another wave 4 and another wave 5. And then that will complete our overarching larger nested 5-wave structure. Okay, so it can be complicated. There's a lot of rules and things you have to kind of follow when it comes to Elliott wave theory. That's why I put the course together down at 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗀𝗠𝗏𝑐om, linked in the description below. So yeah, check that out if that's of interest to you. So moving on into smart money concepts. And so smart money concepts has seen 2 fair value gaps on this hourly chart recently, one over here and one over here. Okay, and this is an indication that large money has come in to try to push the price up, and large money has pushed the price up here. Okay, smart money. Now, when you see these, normally price has to come down and fill them out. This one came down but didn't quite completely fill it, and this one here hasn't quite completely filled it either. As I said yesterday, we're going to probably come up and test the 200 EMA. I did not expect us to test the equilibrium. Yeah, I'm wrong on that. Maybe we will test the equilibrium. We'll see. And yeah, for the most part, we are still in this corrective move upwards. After having a break of structure like this, it's not unusual to have that move. Everything else here is still remaining bearish. We have got ourselves with our weak low, okay, and we have a strong high. Okay, this is an indication that we are likely to go down, not up. Okay, not going to be pissing up the high ranges anytime soon. We are also overbought on the 8-hour, 4-hour, and 1-hour charts. That is on the closed position on the stochastic RSI. If I come over to this one here, we can see on the OHLC4 variant of the stochastic RSI, we also have an overbought situation on the 8, 4, and 1 hour. Okay, but we are oversold on the daily chart, which basically is an indication that I'm looking for a big swing to the upside at some point in the future. I don't think it's going to happen just yet, though, and timing that is incredibly hard. One of the things that we have to bear in mind and we have to understand here is that the stochastic RSI and the RSI do not have a direct impact on price. All they are telling you is the strength of the movement at that time frame. Okay, and so when we take a look at these things and we say overbought and oversold, that helps us try to understand whether or not things are likely to reverse. They likely are. If they are oversold, they're going to move upwards, and if they are overbought, they're going to move down. But they can remain in those areas for quite some time because it doesn't give you a time horizon on how long it's going to take for it to reverse. The structures of the market are key to that, and you cannot use a stochastic RSI in isolation and just use it by itself. So the stochastic RSI being overbought on these smaller time frames, yet oversold on the larger time frame, tells me that we're likely to continue to finish off these structures before we actually move up and reverse. We want to see alignment between these levels. We want to see the 8-hour, the 4-hour, and the 1-hour being oversold in an ideal world, along with the daily, so that we can see a nice swing upwards in the market. But also the weekly is heading down quite nicely, so we should be thinking about everything lining up for a swing trade opportunity, and then unfortunately, I think the monthly is almost back up into the overbought. The weekly will be overbought, and by that point, and basically everything else will be overbought. So we'll look for another move to the downside at that point. So another rally upwards is coming. It's not yet here. We do have to first of all finish off these structures, in my opinion. And once they are done, then we'll be looking for a nice strong rally back to the upside. So there is still bullish hope here that that rally goes and invalidates any structural moves to the downside. At the moment, I would not expect that rally to take us higher than $31,000, but you know, I'd love to be wrong on that. Like I've said many times before, I want us to be in a bull market. I just don't think that we are. Okay, so for the most part, smart money concepts here has some gaps to be filled out. It has got some pockets of buying down here, not really so much in the way of selling at the moment. I think all the sellers are a little bit higher. But I do think that this is all going to come moving down quite rapidly, and we'll see how that kind of move basically wipes out a lot of those long positions that are starting to accrue. In the same way that this has taken out a lot of short positions as well. So all in all, yeah, I think Bitcoin's got some volatility to be expected this week, and I think we're going to see some structures kind of get finished off. We'll look for that move to the downside, and then we'll look for another relief, a movement to the upside after that. Hopefully you found this useful, guys. If you did, then smash that like button. I really do appreciate that. If you're new to the channel, then why not subscribe? Don't forget to join us down in Discord, and guys, I'll catch you all in the next one.
We are not financial advisors. None of what we have communicated verbally or in writing here should be considered as financial advice. It is not. Do your own research before investing in any digital asset or affiliate offers, and understand that investing in any crypto is risky. If you do, you need to be prepared to lose your entire investment. This video is for information and entertainment purposes only. All our videos are strictly personal opinions. Please make sure you do your own research and never take our opinions for financial guidance. There are multiple strategies, and not all strategies fit all people. Our videos are not financial advice.